Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier and I'm officially back to LA, back to YouTube, and back to recording videos. Now before I get started with this vlog, there's some things that need to be said, some things that you guys probably have questions about. But first and foremost, I just need to say thank you guys so much for understanding. The amount of support that's been poured out all across the internet from other YouTubers, from fans, from family and friends, from people I don't even know but knew Daniel. It's really been an amazing time. I mean, it's not been a fun time, but it's been incredible to see how much support has been drawn out of it. Even people that didn't really know Daniel or know his stuff found his stuff and found that they liked it. And, you know, they saw him for the talent that he had while he was alive. And, you know, it is a tragedy that he's gone, and I've taken the time to accept that. And I've taken the time to address it in my own way. I've taken the time to process it in my mind, because I've been through grief before, obviously, and not saying that this is similar to that. Each time that you go through grief, it's different than before, but I wanted to make sure that I confronted it directly. You know, I wanted to make sure that I didn't shy away from it or bottle it up or do anything like that, and that's why I needed to take a break. And I've never taken a break from YouTube before. I've never taken this long from making videos. It's been absurd to me in my mind. It's been eating away at the back of my mind, just like, ooh, you should really probably be recording something right now. People are probably losing their mind, you know. But it's been astonishing to see, because you guys haven't like abandoned me like was one fear in my mind. Like, you guys haven't just oh, he stopped uploading videos, oh yeah, let's forget about him. Like, I know it's an irrational fear, but it's still something that as a YouTuber it can happen, you know. It's just like, if I don't upload videos, somehow I think that everything's gonna come collapsing down. And it's just been really good to see that you guys have been so behind me and what we do, and you guys have been watching the videos that Daniel, Ryan, and I made together, and the history that we've had. And it's been really good to see that a lot of our creations have come to light in this tragedy, and people have seen the talent that Daniel had, you know, after all this happened. And so because of that, I just have to say thank you guys so much for continuing to believe in me in this crisis. And I know that, you know, you can't get over someone, especially a close friend, being gone after just a couple weeks. It's not something that just happens like that. I've done my best to address it, and I will be seeing a therapist about it, and I'll be handling it in my own way. But I finally feel like I'm in a good enough place to start coming back to YouTube. And it's not all gonna come back in a big flood. I'm not gonna go straight into 2 videos a day, happy recording, because I don't think I could. I need to kind of ease myself into it. And just yesterday I started feeling a tickle in my throat, so if my voice goes in this video, it's not because I'm about to weep, it's because my voice is kind of starting to go, which is bad timing. But I expected to get sick, because usually in times of stress it can happen. And these past 2 weeks have been very stressful. But these past 2 weeks have also been very beautiful. You know, I've gone down to South Carolina, and, you know, I got to see Daniel's family and friends, and I got to see so many things happening. And, you know, I got to see all this love for this guy who was such an important part in my life, and even more so an important part in their life. Because I tried to gauge my response appropriately, because I knew Daniel very well. I lived with him, and I've known him for about 2.5 years, and I've had the delight of working for him, but I didn't see him grow up like his friends did. I didn't see him become who I met, become the person who I met when I did, you know. I didn't see the transition, and his family and his friends, especially his family, you know, they lost that, the entire history. So in my grief, I understand that comparatively I have to be respectful of what they are going through, and just seeing all of that was so incredible. And, you know, this week I'm going to be doing 1 video a day, sometime around noon Pacific time, or I may be moving to an Eastern upload schedule, I have no idea. But just seeing the amount of support is amazing. And this Friday, I actually have to go back to South Carolina because they're having this big musical celebration to really celebrate Daniel's life and Daniel's passion and what he loved to do and how he loved to do it. So we're gonna have a big, happy, fun celebration because the funeral already happened and it was a very moving service, but it was also very somber. And that's not what Daniel would have wanted, you know, and his parents know that. Like, his parents know that, and his parents are throwing a big party, and I really am looking forward to it because it gets to see a lot of the passion that people had for his creativity and the spark that he passed on to a lot of us. And when I came back to LA, you know, I tell you guys I'm in a good place, and it was hard because being back in that house alone and just feeling the emptiness. And I will readily admit, when I was trying to sleep, I had quite a few nightmares initially, and sporadically since then, and I've had a few times where I had trouble sleeping, but cleaning the house and being there and facing it and addressing it was very important for me because I don't want to shy away from the things that we had, because those memories, I don't want them to become tainted with the fact that Daniel has passed away. You know, I don't want to lose what we had together, because holding on to that is what's very important. Not holding on to it and not moving on from it, but moving on from it and also remembering the great times that we had together is very, very important to me, because if I'm going to move on with a spark of his inspiration and create new and amazing things, I need to remember the times that we had together. And I never want to be afraid of what we had together. So it was very important for me to be in that house and to face it and clean up and do those things that needed to be done, because that's how I imagined I was going to heal. And I am, and I'm currently healing, and I'm in a good place right now. And you may be asking yourself, are things gonna be different? You know, are the videos gonna change? Is the style gonna change? And to some extent, maybe. Like, I have no idea. I feel like I'm going to be pretty much the same guy that I was, but also I feel more motivated to do more creative things. Like, I've told you guys that I've wanted to do it for a long time, and I told you guys I've had plans to do it. It's just like, now it's like, oh gosh, like, what have I been waiting for? What are you doing? Stop talking about it and just do it already. So that's very much my attitude about things right now. But like I said, I'm gonna be easing into it this week. I've got a lot of cool stuff that I recorded before all this happened. In fact, tomorrow will be the next reading your comments video, and it was the last video that I recorded before all of this happened, and you know, it very much captures like the very moment before. And it's important to me because reading your comment videos is very important to me now, because it offers me such a good interaction with you guys, and it offers me to connect with you guys on a more individual level, which I don't get a lot these days. So I definitely want to keep doing that every week and try to do that every Tuesday. And after that, I have another video that's coming out Wednesday that I recorded with Jack Black, of all people. Like, I got to meet and work with Jack Black and make a video with him. And I won't tell you all the details because I'm probably not supposed to, but that's coming out this Wednesday. And that'll be really cool. And then Thursday I'll have something else planned from a pre-recorded batch. And then, you know, Soma came out, like the game I've been waiting for years. It came out and I have to play that. There's so many other games that I have on my table that I want to play. There's so many things that I want to do, but I also want to make sure that I'm actually in the good place that I think I am. So over the next few days, I'm going to be starting recording, and I'm going to see how I feel from it, and I'm going to gauge, you know, my emotions in going into that, and I'm going to see if it's like the healthy, appropriate time that it is. And I'm pretty sure it will be, but you never know with these things. So for this next week, it'll be one video a day. And then starting next Monday, I'll put out another vlog to talk to you guys, and then hopefully we'll be back to 2 videos a day. And then from then, it'll be another couple weeks before Ryan and Matt feel up to coming back out here, and I hope by then I have the house completely cleaned and transformed and get a dog and a cat, and they'll be best friends, and they'll play together, and it'll be so cool. But oddly enough, it's harder than I thought to rescue a golden because there's an interview process, they have to inspect the house, they have to do a whole bunch of things, so I might end up going down to Best Friends Animal Society, adopting a dog that fits me from there, just because I would really rather have someone everyone keeping me company in that house and kind of changing the energy in the house and just bringing some happiness into there, because there's a lot of happiness, there's a lot of sad memories, you know. Actually, no, there's the bad event that happened, but there's not really sad memories. The memories are all happy. To like quote from Inside Out, it's like it can be happy and sad. You know, it can be happy and then it can be sad because of the context that it is, but that didn't make it not happy when it happened. I loved every moment that I got to spend with Daniel. You know, I love every single thing that I learned from Daniel, and I never want that to be tainted, and I never want to be afraid of that. I always want to be very celebratory of him and his life and everything that he did, and especially moving forward, because, you know, Ryan and Matt, they're still here, and I really, really hope that they're up to the the challenge and task of coming back out here and working again towards making amazing things for you guys to see, because that's what it was all about. And that's all it's ever going to be about, is making cool things for you guys to see. And I know that Daniel would have, you know, wanted us to keep going in that regard. So just know, even though I'm getting a little teary-eyed here, I'm okay. I feel like I'm okay, and I feel like I'm in a good mindset. And though it won't be 100% happy in the future, you know, obviously memories crop up, and I won't be as strong some days as I am other days, but just know that I'm so happy to be able to do what I do and entertain you guys, and that's so special. And I can't lose that, you know. I can't lose that because of what happened, and I won't let it. And that's why I'm going to take it easy for this week. I'm going to go back to South Carolina. We're going to celebrate Daniel's life and his passion. And then we're all going to take a little piece of that torch, and we're going to carry it on for the rest of our lives. And also, I'm going to keep the pink hair because I like it. It kind of faded a bit, but I think it looks even better now. So thank you, everybody, so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting us. I will see you tomorrow. Will be the Reading Your Comments video. Wednesday will be the Jack Black video. And then Thursday and Friday, I might pull together a highlight reel. Might try to work on it. Like, hopefully, I think there might be an animation ready. Oh, and also very, very, very important detail. I almost couldn't possibly imagine why I forgot this. There's now a GoFundMe page to raise money to help Daniel's family pay for the medical bills, funeral expenses, and any miscellaneous things. Don't feel obligated to donate because obviously this is going to help the family, and you know, I don't know how much they need. I don't want it to be too much, so don't feel obligated to donate. But if you want to chip in just a little bit, there is a link down in the description below that leads to the GoFundMe page. It is the official one. You'll know because it's the only one linked down there, and all proceeds will go to helping out the Kyer family in this tragedy. And I will personally be donating $10,000 to help them on their way, and hopefully, you know, make it so that, because the last thing you want in these tragedies is to have to worry about stupid things like medical bills and funeral expenses. So hopefully this will go a little way to help them. So just thank you guys so much for watching. And thank you for being here for me. And as always, and this is for real this time, as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!